Okay, guys, this is the end of turn 3. The game is over. I was shocked I was actually right about that. But basically, as you can see, the comments that's left, they're still out in combat, shockingly. These guys basically got there, trying to get up there, but didn't make it. The Dreadnought got into combat. There, they got into combat and basically just kind of stayed locked. Lots of 1 to 2, shockingly. But this is the big battle right here with against Gator Seth's squad with Liberian and Sanguinary Priest were basically still locked in combat. Cruiser Johnson basically with the dust. 3 Terminators were left, and Gator Seth surprisingly also we've got to do his attacks first, and he actually got a few glances against Dreddy and destroyed one of the Blood Talons and stuff, and he basically wiped the squad of 4 that was left. The Recruciarch did a wound against the Liberian, and then the Sanguinary Priest finished off the Recruciarch. So basically I'm just going to have a recap of the game with interview against Marks. This is the end of 5th edition, Walkingman 6th edition. So, Mark, what was basically, you would say, your whole basis of your army setup?
Well, definitely relying on the Assault Marines, the Jump Assault Marines. In groups of 10, they're absolutely devastating.
Yes, like 40 attacks on the charge with Sanguinary Priest makes it even nastier.
The way to do it. The Whirlwind was kind of thrown in as an afterthought, but it kind of ended up working out, getting 2 wounds on the Terminator to kill him.
Yes.
The biggest thing coming in...
First 2 that bit the dust.
The Storm Raven flying in on turn 2 was definitely helpful. You know, that was packed with Seth and his group, which definitely took a big chunk out of the Terminators.
Yeah, it was a nice pincer attack, I'll basically say
definitely that. The heart of my army is definitely the 2 squads of 10 Assault Marines, hands down.
Okay. What would you say was your main trump card that you basically put into the army itself?
Like I said, I think the Assault Marines, the bulk of the force was made up of those Assault Marines, and they were able to fight off, you know, let's face it, 1, 2, 3 Assault Squads over here, an Assault Squad and a Devastator Squad, and they probably would have taken care of those Death Company to an extent. To an extent.
Okay. When would you say the battle basically kind of turned?
Well, I was really worried about those Terminators early on. First of all, when I managed to bomb out 2 of them, that was a nice thing. But when the Storm Raven flew in, I dropped those guys off and managed to kill however many of them it was in that first round of combat.
Yeah, you killed 6.
That was brutal. When I started to see it turn back is when the Dreadnought got in and ripped that whole squad apart. But I was hoping that by the time that combat was over, this one over here would be over as well, and the unit will be able to jump back in and hopefully take care of the Dread as well as anything that was left, along with the help of the Storm Raven.
Okay. Your final comments of the game and the end of 5th edition, bringing in 6th edition.
It's been a fun edition. Definitely was an assault-heavy game in this case. And with Blood Angels, it was definitely a lot of fun playing in such an assault-heavy thing. I'm looking forward, and also not looking forward, to the 2d6, the random charge range. But I think it's going to add a new element of surprise to the game that's going to give it a little bit more of a dynamic. So I am looking forward a lot to 6th edition and what it has to offer.
Awesome. And my good friend over here from Illinois. So who won the battle between the Lizardmen and Chaos?
A little bit of tie since it ended on turn 3.
Was it a tie?
Basically,
okay.
Yeah. There was only one unit that died.
Awesome. Well, I basically would say that the bulk of my army itself was 3 Assault Marines, was basically this Jump Pack Marines as well, of teams of 5, and the Vanguard. I was really hoping that my trump card was going to be my Death Company with the Vanguards, though the Terminators kind of did their job of soaking up fire and being a diversion, though, which also made his whole army shift from here to over there and move over in the L formation. And then the pincer attack that he came in with was pretty nasty. Let me see, what I was mainly concerned and worried about actually was the Storm Raven, which is also one of my favorite models, and not really sure exactly what other surprises he may actually have underneath his sleeve. So the Sky Dragons of Sanguinus and the Flesh Terrors basically had a nice little family feud, and the one's going to have a draw game, but we're going to recontinue this particular battle with 6th edition rules in the very near future. Other than that, this is Sir Kane signing off with Brother Mark, as we're all both from the Fresh Terrors Forum, and everybody else here at Games Workshop, and then goes Brother Will, the great painters of Space Wolves. God bless. Peace and later. Glorious Victus Maximus.